Hey everybody, it's Jeff Williams with Fle Fly Fishing Tackle, and today I'm sitting in the house answering some questions right now. You know, we get asked a lot of questions um, on the Facebook page and the YouTube page, and one of the questions that we got today from, let me make sure I'm going to tell you right, but I'm going to jump over here to the Fle Fly page. Gil Vargas from Rockwall, Texas, wants to know. I'm looking to buy a 2 or a 2.5 inch go-go minnow or crappie kicker. Which one should I use, and when should I use them? So whether you're using crappie kickers or go-go minnows, the rules are kind of the same. But I'm going to talk a little bit about 2 versus 2.5 inch lures. Now, let me show you this. I'm just going to show you the crappie kickers right now. Now these are 2 of our really popular colors. Okay, this is the 2.5 purple pink, and this one over here is the 2-inch firecracker. So you can see they're pushed up together. You can see the difference in the sizes right there. Now, one of my rules of thumb that I kind of live and die by with is the water temperature. Now, guys, you always got to remember that when the water temperature is low, a fish's metabolism is slower. They don't need as much food to eat, and they don't burn as much food because their metabolism is just a lot slower. Therefore, a lot of times in cold water, fish are looking for a smaller bait than they are in larger water. Doesn't matter what species of fish that is, but that's a good rule of thumb. And my break line right there is about 50-55 degrees. Now, this isn't rocket science, y'all, but you know, when the water's cold, I fish with a smaller bait. When the water's warmer, I fish with a larger bait because of metabolism. Now, from day to day, there's always going to be changes. Cold fronts move in. A lot of times, fish want smaller bait. Warm fronts move in. You get a really nice warming trend. A lot of times, those fish are aggressive. They're feeding more aggressively, and they will want a larger bait. So, what size jig heads do I usually use with 2 and 2.5 inch lures? Very seldom will I ever use anything larger than a 16th ounce head with a 2-inch lure, but a lot of times I will go down to a 32nd ounce head with a 2-inch lure. On the 2.5 inch lure, I'll fish up to 3/16 of an ounce. Usually that 16th of an ounce to 1/8 to 3/16. Now, if I'm really wanting to cast a long way from the boat, or I'm really fishing deep, don't be afraid to jump up to that 3/16 ounce big eye and put that in the 2.5 inch crappie kicker or go-go minnow, and the fish will hit it just fine. But on average, I fish with more 1/8 ounce heads with the 2.5 inch lure, and I fish with the 2-inch lure. I fish with 16th ounce heads most of the time. So, Gil, I hope this helps answer your question. I know there's a lot of crappie down there in Rockwall, Texas. We appreciate you writing the questions, and I'm going to do a lot more of this webcam stuff on crummy days like this when it's too yucky to get outside and get after them. I'm Jeff with Fle Fly, and Jeff with Jeff Williams Outdoors. Make sure to check out the Jeff Williams Outdoors channel too on Facebook. Thanks for watching.